Do y'all see that, y'all? This thing was turning over trucks. I mean, 100-mile-per-hour wind, y'all. This is crazy. This is the type of warning that they were getting before the wind started, y'all. I mean, if I see this, y'all, I'm going to find some shelter.
But a lot of people don't know. He was in talks with Saudi Arabia.
Do his own NBA team.
To do his own NBA team.
Yeah, Kobe was pretty much anti-NBA post-career.
Odd on how all that went down, only because how low they were flying, okay?
So you saying the crash shouldn't have happened? It shouldn't have happened?
It definitely shouldn't have happened. I was on the scene, actually, when that happened. I was on the news. I was one of the first people there when Kobe, when it happened.
And this isn't my hand. These are my hands. That's not real at all. You see, you're being lied to. You're being lied to. Okay, you thought this was me, but no, this is just a reflection. This was all taking place on a mirror.
Man, what's good with the collective? Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But if you're watching ETV, whatever the case is, I wish it was smooth 7. Might be a trigger warning or 2. I hope not. But Happy New Year if you believe in all that. Y'all know the real calendar. It's April 1st. April Fools. That's the real New Year's Day. But if you celebrate it, Happy New Year's. I hope y'all was good. I hope everybody was safe. Hope everybody had a good time. Y'all bring in what they call the New Year in correctly. But I want to give a shout out to Twinless Twin, WBMF, Bandy, Lethwalla, 2622. I got more shout outs coming. Trust me. Backed up since November. I got them all saved. I got y'all. Birthdays and everything. Belated, happy belated birthdays and everything. So I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all know what it is, man. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
I read some of your letters, man, because a lot of them hit the internet, man. One of the things you were talking about a lot while you were in prison was a lot of the conspiracy theory stuff, Illuminati stuff. Do you still believe that?
Yeah, it's real.
Talk to me about, because I remember, can we bring this up real quick? It's just it's from your letter. I'm going to read it. It says, the exact moment in time when I discovered that the entire planet was being lied to and was put upon a spell to keep us unaware of it was back in 1996, around it promotes the lifestyle of the beast instead.
It's a level of success where it's a door. It's a door. When you platinum and you getting 50,000 a show, I've been there. There's a door that you could walk in. I'm not sure if it's or if it's Illuminati. I just didn't take that though. I went straight.
Do you think that you? I'm pretty sure I've done. I think you've done songs. I think I've done songs with rappers.
You're pretty sure though.
It's the greatest. It's the greatest market in the world.
Do you think that there'll ever be an out of the closet rapper?
Owned. The hip hop community is most likely owned by. To be honest with you,
do you think there'll be?
They're owned by. I happen to think there's a mafia in hip hop. This is mafia, my man.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They are in power. So why wouldn't a guy come out and say, "Yo, I'm," and get that type of love? I mean, Lady Gaga. I don't know if she's.
I ain't never heard Fat Joe say that shit. That's crazy.
Hope y'all been paying attention to that media gang, because this guy has went viral for talking about the reason that there's so much violence at black parties and functions. Take a look.
Y'all know why the vibe be so off in some of the black clubs, man. We really be in there trying to have a good time listening to 30 straight songs. Like, we really in there trying to have a good time and vibe out to music. We in there hypnotized. We damn near all done lost somebody to violence. That's why we all in there on the verge of socking some shit. We keep listening to killing music. These young mad ass talk about hitting somebody with a switch. Man, 30 clip, slide. Man, we in there drunk. We really hypnotized listening to this devil. I ain't gonna lie, like, I don't like some of the music, but it be like, man, how's we partying, trying to have a good time listening to music? This shit's for real. Like, man, we gotta start switching it up, man. And something gotta change, because that shit really, like,
I really can't agree more, because the amount of violent drill music that we hear on a regular basis is just completely out of hand.
In fact, it's oversaturated. Every region in the United States has their own form of drill music. Let's not forget each continent. There's so much pollution in the music industry that we have to resort to hearing constant songs about sliding somebody. So now my question for y'all is, do you think that there's way too much violent music out right now that is definitely impacting how black people are acting at these functions? You let me know in the comment section, gang.
So I'm sure it's already been forgotten about at this point, but y'all remember the Hulu documentary about the Nickelodeon show and how there was obviously a lot of fetishes going on in the show, and then obviously Drake Bell getting all those things, Amanda Bynes. There was a guy in that documentary, he had maybe like 10 minutes of airtime on the show of the documentary, and he was saying that the director that was hurting Drake Bell brought him into a studio and was boastful and showing him his painting of John Wayne Gacy and how he thought it was weird. And John Wayne Gacy even personally signed this painting, and he called him a friend. And the guy was like, so I thought that was a red flag, super weird. Well, if you look at the Epstein files that were just newly put out to the public of the dentist room, if you look above the door, there is a face, like a clown mask, and then beside that clown mask is the face of John Wayne Gacy. I'll put it in the comments. And it's just something that I just happened to notice. And then there's obviously going around the Epstein Island splatter, or the Nickelodeon splatter, it looks like the Epstein Island. Like, and then they're going to call you crazy and say that you're a conspiracy theorist. Because they are actually paid conspiracy theorists out there to make up crazy conspiracies so that anyone that comes up or points something out, they're automatically called a conspiracy theorist and debunked almost automatically. Because the mind games that are going on in this world are out of control. I think it's time we open our eyes. Stop idol worshiping. Stop it. And then it's also like we all just forgot about the Balenciaga mess. Okay, because they had a campaign ad where there was a briefcase, and the papers coming out of the briefcase were about legalizing virtual child. And then they had children holding bears that were dressed in bondage with caution tape in the kids' bedrooms that misspelled Balenciaga, B-A-A-L, for ball. Okay? But I'm crazy. I'm a crazy conspiracy theorist. Cardi B is doing ads, campaign ads, on a playground, half naked. And what's up with the face, the scratched up face? It is on Ben Stiller's paintings in his home. It's on Ellen DeGeneres' sweatshirt. It's on Jay-Z's t-shirt. You really expect me to believe that these celebrities aren't involved in this and they don't know what's going on? Oh, and look at the art of Jamie Lee Curtis. Look at the art that is displayed in her home while we're at it. You can't tell me these celebrities don't know nothing. You just can't.
She going there.
The biggest lie I ever told was you was born a sinner. The second biggest lie I ever told was Yahshua died for our sins. Y'all believe that, then y'all should believe what I'm telling y'all about the person that they got y'all worshiping. This blue-eyed Jesus. He is really Jesus. Jesus means Jesus. What does Jesus mean? Jesus. I'm telling y'all, man, like he loved wooded areas. He loved hanging people from trees. Who loved to do that? Who loved to do that? Who sacrificed the crucifixion of Yahshua? The Roman governors. Look at this. I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling y'all. They changed the image for a reason. They got y'all worshiping the devil, not Yahshua. Yahshua was even telling people not to worship him, that the kingdom of God is within inside of you. It says this in scriptures. Then look what they call the Roman demon. Lord, Master. What do they tell you to call Jesus? Your Lord and what? What was you calling? What did they tell you that the slave masters? Jesus love hanging people from wooded areas. Who does that? Who do we know that does that? It says that all his victims used to be bloodily dismembered. Think about what they did to all the people that rose to power, like the great Nat Turner. They dismember his whole body. I'm telling y'all, man, I'm putting this in y'all face. Wake up. I found the Gospel of Thomas in 1945 in the Nile River with a lot of other texts. And The Gospel of Thomas was explaining how the divine spirituality is inside you. He didn't come and die for no sins. They hung him because he was woke. That's why they hung him. Because he was helping people realize that the divine spirituality is inside you, and religion is used as the cult to control humanity. He knew that. That's why when he seen the church people, what he say? He say, yeah, y'all clothes look nice. Yeah, y'all rich. But y'all are the synagogue of Satan. Y'all are the synagogues of Satan. That's what he told the church people. He hated the church people. He hated them. He didn't go to church. He wasn't no preacher. He hated the church people. That's why they unalived him. And you know who called for the unaliving of him? The Roman governor. And you know where the Roman governor was at? In Egypt. And you know where Egypt was at? We all know America is ancient Egypt.
That one about there. What's your thoughts?
This theory says that you'll never experience your own death, not even once, because your consciousness keeps jumping to the timeline where you survive, no matter what. In my previous video, y'all kept talking about quantum immortality, so I figured let's go down the rabbit hole on this and take a deep dive.
Now this is a story.
It starts with something in physics called the many-world interpretation, which basically means that every moment reality splits. One version when something happens, and then another one where it doesn't, and infinite timelines in between. Now here's where the rabbit hole gets crazy. Quantum immortality says that your consciousness only stays alive in the branches of reality where you're alive. And then the versions of reality where you die, you never get to experience that. So instead, you slide into the timeline where you barely survive, like where the car almost hit you, or like the bullet skimmed you, or somebody found you just in time. From everybody else's perspective, it might look like a miracle, but for real what it is your conscious choosing not to go to a branch of the timeline where you don't exist. The crazy part is everybody else from their timeline might see you pass in their timeline, but not in the one that you move over to. The theory says that your luck isn't luck at all. Your close calls aren't coincidences, and your survival isn't random. It's actually the universe rerouting you. The creepiest part though is that in your awareness, you're basically unpassable, because no matter what, you'll always shift into the version of reality where you made it through it, even if you know you shouldn't have and it don't make no kind of sense. And people who believe this say that's why NDEs feel so surreal. They talk about weird changes after close calls, memories that don't match other people's memories, small details in their life that are suddenly different, and that heavy deja vu that follows. And according to this theory, it never stops. So as you get older, your consciousness keeps choosing to live over and over and over again. So everybody around you might see their own version of events, but you never get to witness the end. You just keep waking up in another branch of reality. It's a strange kind of immortality, one you didn't ask for, but one you can't escape. Do you think you've ever slipped into another timeline and didn't realize it?
I hope not. Just the thought of that is kind of like way out there. Possible. Because truth is stranger than fiction. But would I want that to be the case? Hell nah. What's y'all thoughts, man? I'm good off that one. Let me go to paradise, bro.
I don't mean no disrespect. So y'all think Kobe dead? Yes or no?
Kobe?
Yeah, nobody seen him get on the plane. Did he disappear? Did he go to another island?
I think so. I think he got wiped out because what a lot of people don't know, I'll say allegedly, but he was in a legal battle with a pharmaceutical company.
I heard about that.
That's documented.
Right.
Yeah. But they were trying to fight over, I believe it was the Black Mamba name.
The products that was put into it, he wanted to be associated.
Right. So here's another thing though, what a lot of people don't know. He was in talks with Saudi Arabia.
He was on the NBA team.
To do his own NBA team.
Yeah, Kobe was pretty much anti-NBA post-career broadcast and so on and so forth. But it seemed like Kobe was just like done.
Imagine how dangerous that would have been. I mean, like threatening to the NBA that would have been. If you think about it, like Kobe starting, that's like Jordan starting his own league. Like it's over. It's literally over. That's literally one of the greatest players ever. Like it's game over.
And everybody's gonna follow him, right?
For
so
sure.
He probably would have gave better deals. He probably would have gave more exposure, more control of your IP. So again, if that happened, what does that mean for the NBA? So it's really odd on how all that went down, only because how low they were flying. Okay.
So you saying the crash shouldn't have happened? It shouldn't have happened.
It definitely shouldn't have happened. I was on the scene actually when that happened. I was on the news. I was one of the first people there when Kobe, when it happened.
People could have survived. So you think something got blew up or something like that?
They should.
It was
have been
intentional.
Yeah, it was something to the intentional. I don't know.
My belief, allegedly, I'll say that.
Hey, with Kobe, love you, man. Rest in peace. It's just one of those weird conspiracies, especially when the programming is already there and you've seen all of that. It's like,
yeah.
Was this written? I mean, I do say this. I say we're alive by politics.
I mean, why is it that right before he died, on his last game, they gave out Kobe helicopter toys?
Wasn't the one that looked like LeBron? Wasn't the one kind of like looked like LeBron though?
It looked like Kobe with a helicopter propeller attached to him.
They gave it on one of his last games.
They gave it to everybody at the game.
So what was the point of that?
Exactly.
I ain't know he was about to try to start his own team in Saudi Arabia. I didn't know that.
Tea. I bet you thought I was drinking tea, but this glass is empty. You see that? There was no tea in there. And this isn't my hand. These are my hands. That's not real at all. You see, you're being lied to. You're being lied to. I bet you thought this was me, but no, this is just a reflection. This was all taking place on a mirror. It was all a mirror. It was all a lie. And I bet you thought I was wearing pants. I'm not wearing pants. And this isn't even my voice. I dubbed this over in post-production. And you're being lied to. This is all taking place on a screen, and you are being lied to. You're being lied.
Oh, shit, he was doing his shit on that one.
Granny went full 007, locking up cartel member after cartel member, looking for her daughter. But during the course of her investigation, she was directed to this empty land in the desert that was a well-known dumping site for the cartel. So she went by there to check it out, and she found a scarf that looked familiar to her, and she realized it was a scarf that she had bought her daughter a couple years before, so she kind of knew she was never seeing her daughter again, which only turned her up even more. At this time, she had already got a couple members locked up, so members got the word, started moving away state to state. That didn't stop Miriam at all. She was tracking them down where they were and coming to them about her daughter. But there was one member in particular who she was saving for last because she assumed that he was the one who used the shebig. And up until this point, she had been confronting every cartel member face to face in disguise or under false pretenses. Everything would go according to plan, so she didn't think this time would be any different, but she was wrong. Finally, when she caught up to him, he was in a plaza selling roses, just trying to blend in like he an everyday person just working a 9 to 5. She went up to his rose stand and started browsing around, and almost immediately, he recognized her and took off running. Now, mind you, this is a 59-year-old woman operating off pure rage and revenge. She took off after him, and you would have thought she was an athlete the way she hawked his ass down and tackled that nigga, pulled out shebig and put it on him, no cap. Police come out and swarm the place, take him to jail, and finally, Miriam feels like it's over. Now, during this time, Mother's Day is coming up, and where they stay, there's a parade every year during Mother's Day for all the mothers who recently lost a child. So, she would be one of those mothers. She would attend the parade. And unfortunately, during the parade, she had to walk around on crutches because when she hawked your boy down, she broke her foot and it hadn't been healed yet, which wouldn't have been a problem, but little did she know, after she got all those members of the cartel locked up, they were housed in the same jail, which gave them access to each other to talk about what had happened and vow revenge on whoever got them locked up. And even worse, they weren't finna wait until their sentence was done, so they broke out. And when they broke out, they had their sights set on Miriam. Now, when Miriam got home from the Mother's Day parade, she noticed a truck at the end of her block kinda getting close up to her, but she couldn't run. And apparently she wasn't quick enough because they let off they shebig 13 times and Miriam sadly passed away with her hand on her shebig that was in her purse. But ultimately, she knew how the cartel got down. An eye for an eye. She expected this to happen. Long live Miriam, man, but you should have just took matters into your own hands again. I ain't gonna lie. You putting them in jail was the worst decision you could have made. No cap.
I would like to imagine that those was the same insane asylums that they used maybe with the... Y'all remember the rabbit hole we took with the insane asylums. And some people said that their family was actually in there. And they put the kids to work. Incubator babies and all that shit. Like, I know y'all remember that rabbit hole. But my other question would be like, where did they put the people that were already there? Or the people who maybe really need to be in those places? Where did they put them? Why did they close? And why they ain't tore the whole shit down by this point? I don't know. Are they going to reuse them? Are they going to put people in those places? I hope not. This for entertainment purposes. What I'm saying ain't true. I'm literally asking questions. None of it's true, though. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts.
He's been lying, but we're about to get to the bottom of it. Yo, I love finding these old maps. And every time I find these old maps, I'm constantly finding these sea creatures, right? And my question when I find these sea creatures is, why would people spend so much time drawing these sea creatures out if there's no truth to them whatsoever? Watch this. Oh yeah, let me know if y'all want me to post some more of these old ancient maps. I got a bunch of them. Let's go.
You know why you should never swim in the ocean? There's this guy on TikTok called Ryan who makes fishing videos. One night, he's on his boat with his crew and they're deep in the ocean. You know, way out to sea, there's really nothing around them. Ryan is in bed in his cabin when he hears a strange noise outside. So he gets out of bed and goes to the deck of the boat to see what it is. And there he hears someone shouting in the distance in the pitch black. To be honest, it's scary as hell. Wait, I'll show you the video. But that's not the worst of it. At one point, the noise stops and they stop hearing noise, so they get back in the boat. Except that 2 hours later, he hears an even scarier noise right next to him, and then he sees that something is following them in the water right next to the boat. They never knew what it was, but either it's an animal we haven't discovered yet, because dolphins and whales don't scream like that. And the second theory is that it could be a mermaid. Well, you never know, man, but the ocean is really the scariest thing in the world.
Shy Poet, man. Legend. My guy, run him up.
I know I ain't tripping. It was just August. It was just my birthday. Then let's fast forward to September. You go in the store, you were seeing Halloween candy out. They had Thanksgiving stuff out. And they had Christmas stuff out. Now, Christmas next week. Yo, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Because I know I'm not tripping. The time is speeding up. When I tell y'all, the time is going by so motherfucking fast. It makes no sense to even push shit out no more. You know how it used to feel like it was Halloween? It used to feel like it was Thanksgiving? It used to feel like it was Christmas? No, it don't feel like it no more because the time, the days be going by so motherfucking fast. Yo, I think we done jumped a different timeline. You can't tell me. And it looks like the older people getting, they looking younger. Now, I don't know about you hard-faced people, but I'm speaking for myself. I'm speaking for me. But I say this to say, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas shit was all out at the same time. I ain't never seen nothing like that before. But y'all let me know in the comments. Y'all like, share, comment, and repost. I'm going to call y'all back. Pick up the phone. And TikTok, this is only for entertainment purpose. I'm only on here to bring awareness to my friends for educational purposes only. And this is information for a new movie coming out in January of 2026. Ciao, ciao.
And just think, it's already New Year's Day, bro. Crazy.
I have some massive news that you're not going to want to miss. My name is Hunter Howell, and as always, I'm starting with the objective facts, and then we'll give my opinion at the end. So today, our president is now coming out with the idea of Trump-class battleships, and he calls them the Golden Fleet. The lead ship would be called the USS Defiant, and he wants to, I shit you not, this is not comedy, this is real life, he wants to put a picture of his face doing the pose on the ships. He then said, later today, this evening, word for word, we need Greenland for national security. We have to have it. So he wants these new battleships, he wants the face, his own face on these battleships, and he wants Greenland. Final piece of objective news is Russia has now begun evacuating diplomats from Venezuela. That's the objective news. Now here's my opinion. I am all for having a strong military. Putting any president's face on the ships is just the sign of narcissism and an absolute abuse of money. Absolutely not. In regards to Greenland, I have no idea what's going on with national security. I don't have that kind of clearance, right? I don't think we should take any country by force, obviously, when our president campaigns on no new wars. Now we're about to have one in Venezuela and potentially a conflict with Denmark, over Greenland. And for Russia evacuating diplomats from Venezuela, I think, the inevitable is about to happen. I do think it will be a ground war with Venezuela between them and the United States. I hope that I am wrong, but the signs are showing that that is the most probable outcome. My name is Hunter Howell. I'm sending you my love. 3 buttons over here means the world. You know I would never harm myself ever, but I do respond to every comment. But in order for you to comment, it really helps me out when you repost and share with 7 of your friends as well. I have my own show coming out in January on Patreon, and it's going to be a long-form show. I'm going to be coming out with 100 total episodes of long-form show on the year, so tons of work, tons of exclusive stuff that you're only going to be able to see on Patreon coming next January. Take care.
Hi.
Hey.
I see. Yeah, I'm Rebecca.
Hey, Becca.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, that's my package.
Yeah. I was deciding, should I take it with me?
No, you should not. It's my kids'
Well,
school clothes.
Well, I'll take the clothes out and I'll just keep the box.
What the dude? Put the box down.
I am the UPS guy.
Okay, so what do you mean keep the box? Just put it down.
I need the box for something else.
Okay, well, my ex-husband's about to come outside, so just wait a second.
What'd you say? What'd you say? I'm walking out. Can't take this shit. Turn your camera off. Turn your camera off. Hey, lady. Turn your camera off so I can walk away.
How many of y'all have dealt with Porsche Pirates?
Well, the name of the series is called Make It Make Sense. I'm Big T. You like it? You a question about this? You think this was built in 1908?
What?
This whole building.
I think that this building is confusing to me.
It's confusing to me too.
Because when you go inside, the first part of this building has 6 floors, but it shows 3.
Interesting. There's sub-basements.
Well, the elevator shows 6 floors. When you look at the keys, where the keys cut on and off, there's 6 floors. And then when you go back, that building has 6 floors.
Interesting.
So then, when I'm in this building, to me, it's just to me, when I pay attention to the layout of this over here, right? I see Thurgood Marshall Judiciary. I see the SEC. And this being Union Station makes no sense.
Exactly.
You know why?
Why?
Judiciary, SEC, we're going to skip this one for now. The U.S. Postal Museum, the postal thingy. George, everything in this aisle is a U.S. government building. Why would they then slap this train station in the middle of that?
Exactly.
Makes no logical sense.
Well, the name of the series is called Make It Make Sense. I'm Big T. You like it? I got off the train last night. I'm from New York, and when I walked out, I was on the phone with my girl. I'm like, this thing is wild.
It don't make no sense.
What? All these statues up top? Come on.
When you look at this statue, right, what do you see?
I see the lions, which in New York, the lions are everywhere. It's not a day unless I see a lion.
For real?
Yeah. Well, not real ones, but like they're everywhere. Door knockers here, there.
They're like that here too.
The Capitol right there. Yeah, you're very knowledgeable. What's your name?
Julia.
Julia Big T. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Big T. The Indians on the side, they say that that is supposed to be George Washington.
George Washington.
Y'all noticed the Matrix sent that damn ambulance to throw off what she was
This
saying?
footage is seriously freaking people out. A thermal camera was set up on a mountain, a place that's supposed to be completely off limits. No hikers, no houses, nothing. But around midnight, the camera picked up two human figures. One was clearly chasing the other. They ran through the trees until the heat signature vanished. And then something even stranger happened. The camera suddenly caught what looked like buildings, a small cluster of houses sitting right in the middle of that restricted zone. Thing is, there are no houses on that mountain. None. Then about an hour later, the lens shifted to the summit. And this time there were 9 people standing there. One of them was dragging another body behind them, like they were pulling someone who couldn't walk. Officials said no one was supposed to be there. So now people are asking, who were they? And more importantly, what was happening up there? What do you think that camera really captured?
That looked like it could be a ritual, or they was getting rid of somebody.
And this is exactly when you know you're about to be successful. Now, if you pay close attention, you'll see that this dude is possessed by some sort of demon or something. First off, shout out to the homie for keeping his composure. The facts are that when you're doing great things, it makes people uncomfortable because it reminds them about everything that they're not. Let's keep it a buck. Nobody notices average. But the major key we could get from this interaction is emotional reactions will actually ruin your performance far more than the actual disruption itself. So this right here is inevitable. And a wise man once said, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. So if you do have some haters, congratulations. That means that you're on your way.
Hey, dude did look kind of weird.
All right, I need to know if I'm tripping, or if Hollywood just dropped a brand new person into our reality without no warning. So apparently, Odessa A. Zion exists now. Like exists. I have never seen this lady before, and apparently she is huge. I'm dead serious. I didn't even know this woman existed last week. Never heard the name. Never saw her face, never scrolled past her once. And now this lady is everywhere. Articles, clips, photo, people talking like she's been a part of the culture conversation forever. And I'm sitting here like, am I bugging? Or did Hollywood just press the button and release the character? Now, before anybody gets emotional, no disrespect, I'm sure she's talented. To my knowledge, she's in Marty Supreme. But that's not the point. The point is how instant this was. Because when I looked her up, she has actually been acting for years. She's been in projects. She's dated major celebrities. And now I'm confused. Because how is she that active, but she's so damn brand new? I'm not gonna lie though. It's giving creative character. I looked at an interview with her in it, and they asked her a question at the end of that interview, and it sound weird. Matter of fact, look at this.
Marty Belger was a bit of a hustler. What's been the craziest thing you've been paid to do so far?
Craziest thing I've been paid to do? I don't know. It all feels pretty crazy.
What's the craziest thing she's been paid to do? I'm out.
Yeah, I've been going crazy because the bioengineered food shit. This has got bioengineered. The turnout I almost every week. Hungry Jack, bioengineered. This shit is like you make it put in your chicken. Bioengineered. Motherfucking grits, bitch. It says bioengineered food. Not the ingredient. This whole thing is 3D. Of course, anything Campbell's. Bitch, the El Paso enchilada sauce. It's bioengineered, bitch, Ritz crackers. I ate this whole box this week. I got one little sleeve left. Cause I done ate of them. But noodles is too, which I think we all knew these wasn't good for you because how cheap they are, but still. No wonder they don't taste the same. Pizza rolls. Yes, that includes Tostinos. Bluebell contains bioengineered. And Ben & Jerry's don't. This Butterfinger, bioengineered. The whole damn bag of Grand's Pillsbury's cinnamon rolls, bioengineered. I ain't even opened these yet. Mother Rice Krispies. And these sons of bitch and marshmallows. No wonder when I made Rice Krispie treats, they tasted funny. Even the bread, dude. The bread! Oh, Piggly Wiggly's in on it too, huh? Oh no, this is engineered too.
How many of y'all feel like this? I know I do. I be going through it.
I'm not saying anything strange or demonic or evil is happening with major celebrities, but after you watch this video, you may wonder what the common theme is here. Zach Brown Band, remember the latest video with him? That was freaking shocking, dude. I'm talking demonic stuff. Katy Perry, look at her at the top. And there she is. I mean, they all seemingly do this. And maybe the going theory, Migos too, wow. The going theory is that they had to make a deal to get that famous when they were at the top. And part of that deal is doing this once you're famous. Like, you gotta do it. And someone once said, it's kind of like, look, Little Yachty. You know what they say? It's, you get to a point in your career where if you don't join the club, you say goodbye to the fame and fortune that you were dreaming of. And that's the only way to get there. Oh gosh. Don't even get me started on The Weeknd, dude. The Weeknd, in the background of one of his performances in the Netherlands, it literally said Satan on the board for one split second. Someone paused it. So you gotta wonder, dude, are these rituals, are these, I mean, what do you even think about it? Oh yeah, Megan Fox, of course. Tyler, the Creator, he was into some pretty dark stuff as well. Kesha, oh yeah, Pentagram, no big deal there. Mr. Beast, oh yeah, no shit, when he did that on the, with Rockefeller there. The Devil Horns. Rihanna, we all know this. Where's Beyonce on here? Lil Wayne, oh damn, he did go satanic too. Sam Smith, holy crappers, talk about a glow up, man. Taylor Swift, we know she went down the rabbit hole as well. Of course, Beyonce, I knew she'd be on there. Where's Jay-Z? He should be on here too. We know he's up to, you know, something. I don't know that I miss any of them. I'm just like, it's clear that something's going on with them. You don't want to worship celebrities, by the way. It actually is a form of, it's indicative of lower IQ, people who worship celebrities and whatnot. So what's this, man? I mean, we're talking holographic. None of this is love and light. None of this is love, light, happiness, prosperity, organicness. It's clear to be negative. It's clearly negative intent. Let me know your thoughts below and follow for more.
This shit, boy.
Hey, did y'all see this weird union or interaction with Nicki Minaj and Erica Kirk? Cause I don't even know what to call it, y'all. First of all, when were these two ever friends, right? Something about this feels completely off. And I think these people are trying to tell us something, y'all. Check this out. I want y'all to listen to what Nicki Minaj has to say about JD Vance. And then when she says this thing about JD Vance, Erica Trump reacts like Nicki Minaj is talking to her, calling her. And just check this out, y'all. This is crazy.
You have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president. And you have amazing role models like the assassin JD Vance, our vice president. And when I say that, trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you're fine.
Hold on, because why did she say that? Why did she make it seem like Nicki Minaj was talking to her? Like Nicki Minaj was calling her an assassin? Is this some type of ritual, y'all? Let's slow it down a little bit. Did Erica Kirk sacrifice Charlie Kirk? Is this what Nicki Minaj is trying to tell us? Because did y'all notice those 3-6 in the back? Check this out. The 3-6. They're telling us the 3-6 would be 666. So could this be a ritual of Nicki Minaj telling us that Erica Kirk did it? The 3 6s in the back? Did y'all see that left eye symbolism that Erica Kirk threw at the moment that Nicki Minaj called her an assassin? Look at that. Look at that. Right over there, letting you guys know. And then Nicki Minaj responds by putting her hand on her chin, her finger on her chin. Her doing the left eye symbolism basically means she's telling y'all the truth and it's hidden in plain sight. And then the finger on the chin means a vow of secrecy. She's not supposed to be telling y'all this. Because normally you wouldn't even see these two together. This is literally them telling us what happened. That she really did it, y'all. Let me know what you guys think about this video, man. The truth is in our faces, y'all. Let's get this shift. Peace in. Guys, I think we need to get ready to see some crazy things really soon. Because what do you mean this was happening in Washington State just the other day after they got flooded and all this type of stuff? Look at the skies, right? Right? What is going on here? Because why did that lead to Montana getting some crazy apocalyptic type winds that were hitting 100 miles per hour and up? Look at this. Y'all hear that? That wind sounds like a vacuum. I mean, where is this wind taking these people to? Do y'all see that, y'all? This thing was turning over trucks. I mean, 100 mile per hour wind, y'all. This is crazy. This is the type of warning that they were getting before the wind started, y'all. I mean, if I see this, y'all, I'm going to find some shelter because I know this thing is not safe. If the gas station is glitching, y'all, I know something big is coming. Look at this truck driver, man. He can't even drive. Do you guys see what's going on with the world? This weather is changing rapidly. I think we're getting ready to experience some next day after tomorrow type shit, y'all, because they have been warning us for quite some time. These movies have been telling us. I think at this point we all should be prepared. But let me know what you guys think about this video. The shift is here, y'all. Y'all see it. Let's get it. Peace in.
Prayers to Montana, man. Washington State too.
Holy fucking you drink that shit!
Hey fool, I know they not happy with Nicki Minaj right now. I know everybody was looking at her sideways when she was on the stage with Erica Kirk and she did a little event for JD Vance. But did she just expose something? Y'all see her face? It's because of what she said about JD Vance. Fool, she real live called this man an assassin. And then after that, she put her hand over her mouth like she knew she up. Like, damn, I really said that? And then she just completely stopped talking for like a couple minutes. And then Erica Kirk tried to console her. Y'all, look at this video.
You have amazing role models like the assassin JD Vance, our vice president. And when I say that,
He assassin?
Trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you're fine. Yes, we did.
Hey, fool. Y'all, she went even longer without talking. This shit wild, fool. Why did Nicki feel as if she needed to cover her mouth and not say nothing else because she said assassin? Do she know something we don't know?
They told you Disneyland was the happiest place on Earth, but underneath the surface, something massive is hidden. An entire underground city. Real. Not theory. Disney officially calls it utility corridors, but these corridors are advanced way beyond normal roadways, offices, security checkpoints, all hidden from view. Why build a secret city just to move costumes? Because control requires invisibility. Every movement, every sound, every perception is engineered. Disney controls more than what you see. They influence what you feel. It's not entertainment. It's psychological training, built on ancient ritualistic design principles. The layout follows occult architecture. The underground isn't just functional. It's a testing ground for control. And it's been running for decades. Most visitors never even know it exists. You weren't just visiting Disneyland. You were walking through a controlled simulation. Follow if you're ready to see beyond the fantasy.
Do y'all agree with that? Or do y'all disagree with that? Also, I got a question. To anybody who has been to Disneyland, to anybody who has worked at Disneyland, is there truth to any of these stories? I've yet to see a comment like that. if you worked at Disneyland, please put it in the comments so we can see. This for entertainment purposes. What you about to say ain't true. What you got to comment ain't true. What I said when we watched ain't true. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Y'all know we made it to the end of this, and if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7, and this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate y'all if you watching any TV, whatever the case is. I wish y'all a smooth 7. I love y'all, Collective. Again, if y'all celebrated New Year's and y'all believe in that calendar, Happy New Year's. If you don't, I'll see y'all on April 1st, and I'll get y'all New Year's shout outs. But I love y'all. I'll see everybody in the next one. I hope everybody doing good. It's raining here. We're gonna be seeing rain till next Friday, so pray for us. I'll see y'all in the next one. I love y'all, Collective. Y'all know what it is. We gone.
Ay, yeah, I just check my account. Sheesh, at the amount. You probably know what I'm